Pandas. Good morning. Good morning, my pandas. 1 second. Panda. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to my stream. I'm Bye Bye Money. I'm glad that you could join us today. Let me leave in the chat here. What kind of day do you think it is? I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about what kind of market cycle you think we're going to be in today. If you could be so kind to fill that out. Hey, let's start the morning off with some good mornings and locations. I like to know where my watchers are, my viewers are joining from around the world. One big thing is I love to travel, and I love to hear about other people's cultures, and so it's amazing to me that we are joined all around the world in one stream just to watch this panda trade and lose money. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, let me go through the chat here. Good morning, Ryan, from Australia. Currently 11 p.m. over there. Good morning, Naif. Good morning, Heart Attack Gaming. Good morning, Drunk Raccoon. Good morning, Dante. Good morning, RB. Good morning, Shannon Sue. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brandon Jones. Welcome, pandas. Welcome back. Good morning, Mayer. Good morning, Steve T. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Sean from South Africa. Good morning, Sergey. Joining us early this time from Belgium. It seems like it's always raining over there. Good morning, SW Blaze. Good morning, Jason. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Good morning, Vamshi from Chicago. Good morning, Bazar Ali from Toronto. Good morning, Saint Demon from Australia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. DT, hi. Hey, bye-bye. You feeling more confident live trading? I feel a little bit more confident, but still, the nerves get me. The nerves get me for sure with live trading. Good morning, L. Jimmy. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm going to go over what's happening on this stream. I'm Bye Bye Money. And if this is your first time here, this is live day trading with a panda. We trade only one single instrument, the E-mini. And we trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. Setup that looks like this: first pullback, first entry, second pullback. Also count it this way: A, B, C. And in this, if this setup is in the right context, it's greater than a 90% probability to make 1 point on the E-mini. We like to find this setup in key areas such as moving averages, support resistance levels, channels. And the reason why it's such a high probable trade, because the market loves to move in twos. And so once the market makes two moves down, it finds itself moving the other way. Typically, in another two-way manner. The market just loves to move in twos. It's because institutions and traders feel way more confident the second attempt the market tries to do something. So when the market goes down once, it tries to reverse. Market goes down again. On the second reversal, it feels way more confident. So we have to find this setup in key areas. As I look at the chart, we see here we have a two-legged pullback. First pullback, first entry, second pullback, and we see here as we approach the bottom of the trading range that we're enough to make a scalp. If you don't know, on the E-mini, 1 point on one contract is $50. And the point of this setup or this style of trading is to find the best and highest probable trades, not to increase the amount of trades we go into or extend the amount of profit we get in each trade, but the idea is the higher the probability, once we have enough capital, as our capital grows, our contract sizes grow. So the point of the strategy is actually to increase the amount of contracts we trade. So though we're only scalping 1 point, we want to increase the amount of contracts we're trading to increase our profits over time. If you'd like to find more information about the setup, you can check out the description below. There are playlists. Also, we trade pure price action here. So on my charts, try to keep it minimal as possible, as in terms of indicators. I have the 20 EMA, solid blue line, 240 SMA, this dash line. I also have an indicator that counts all legs for us, and so we can identify if there is a second entry approaching or not. For instance, right now, we have a second entry right here with a dark green too. Also, the indicator tells us the very next leg what it's going to be at its current state. And so if this next leg reverses and hits this diamond, that means on this next leg, if it reverses, it's going to be a Pikachu, which is a trap and a second entry at the same time. How do I know that? Because inside this little magenta box, you can see a dark red number. And so what we're trying to look for is a diamond that is dark green or dark red. That means it's a second entry. Dark red for second entry shorts and dark green for second entry longs. Second entry just means the entry after the two-legged pullback has finished. And so we want to find the dark green and dark red numbers near key areas. And we like to use context to gain more edge and to gain that 90% probability to get into a scalp here. If you want to know more information about the indicator, you can check out the official website www.twoleggedpullback.com. Also, there is a trading range indicator here. As you see these red and green lines, I didn't create this green line. As you can see, it's bouncing off it many times, but I didn't draw it. It automatically was drawn on my screen. This indicator uses pure price action to identify trading ranges. And so it identified the trading range down here and up here. So it's identifying currently we are in a trading range. That's it for the introduction. Welcome, pandas. I'm glad that you can join me today. Hey, pandas. I'm going to go over a little bit more about price action today. Trying to help, or really, by the way, hey, pandas, if you're enjoying this content, if you've been joining for a while, and if you'd like to support the channel, hit that like button. Subscribe so you know next time I go live and next time I post up content. Also, if you want to help with my morning coffee, donate my morning coffee, you can become a panda. If you become a panda, you get the badge, the green name. That means while hundreds of chats are going through, I'm going to focus on your chats. I can see your green name and I'm going to take priority answering and responding to your questions and comments. You also get these exclusive panda emoticons that you can't get anywhere else. Consider donating that morning coffee for this panda. I do this absolutely for free, of course. But hey, if you're enjoying the content, if you like it, helps a lot if you want to become a panda. I would love for you to become part of the panda fam. I want to go long here, but we're like in this downtrend. I mean, we can do a couple things here. We can consider this downtrend here, breaking, making new low, and then trying to make a higher low here to reverse and come back to the top of this trading range. That's what I'm thinking. But also, if you just have a simple trend line from here to here, I just heard someone just became a panda. Someone just became a panda. I'm not sure who it is. We'll see it soon. I don't know why. I hear the noise, but it doesn't show up till a little bit later. Oh, Brian Davila with the super chat. Hey, let's get the AM whiskey. Let's go, baby. Yeah, if you don't know, top right of your screen, you can see that There is an impossible goal of 300 likes in this video, and if you guys reach it, this panda will drink some whiskey early in the morning. Thanks, Brian, for this super chat, reminding everybody about this whiskey challenge, the like challenge. It's an impossible goal, I know, but pandas can dream. Let's go, baby. Good morning, good morning. Let me go over some more chats before I go over my charts here. Market's gonna open soon. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, get your bone. Wisconsin, no bamboo here. It's okay, I think pandas can eat other leaves too. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Jimmy, let's get it. Let's get those 90% scalps. Pandas, you ready today? SW Blaze says probably could still be in that yesterday's mega runner. That is true. You could still be in it, but the fact that I'm okay with the profits I took and I'm ready to go into more scalps as they approach. The thing about runners, it kind of prevents me from entering more trades because I'm just trying to manage the runner. So I'm okay of taking the 2K profits. Hey, but pandas, that's yesterday. Today's a new day, okay? And that doesn't even with success or failure yesterday. Do not let it affect you today. You do not want to be overconfident. You do not want to be underconfident. You just want to be a robot when you trade. You want to find the best setups and just enter them. Currently choppy right now. That's why I'm not entering here. By the way, that 1 point scalp was right here that I made. Thanks for subscribing. Okay, hey. I actually entered right here and took a scalp. I took a 1 tick retracement. And I saw that we're in the bottom of the trading range, so I went long here on this good signal bar, on this 2-legged pullback. So that's what that $100 were, 2 contracts, and scalped it. And as you can see, I just scalped out, and I didn't get much more than that. And I think it's because I didn't consider this trend line here. I didn't consider these trend lines. There's a couple of trend lines here. There's a micro trend line here. It failed to break out and reversed immediately. But we're at the bottom of the trading range now, and I think yesterday's close is a clear target for us that we can actually hit this and test this at least once today. I'm going to go over what I think today will be. Most of you guys think it's a trading range day today. I'm going to close the poll. We have about 100 votes. Thanks for participating. Hey, by the way, chat, if I do ask questions, it does help a lot if you guys, at least respond in the chat with anything. Because the chat engagement lets the YouTube algorithm know that this stream is busting. Ending the poll here. All right, I'll let you guys know what I think today will be. I'm going to look at the daily here. And as you can see, the daily actually triggered a trap. So we had an outside bar trap, but also, if you guys remember yesterday when I said, if this trap triggers, it's going to go up at least 10 points, and it went up like 30 points after the trap triggered here. And so we're just getting a lot of subscribers right now. So now the actual trap triggered after this bull bar completed and we're above the 20 EMA. What kind of day do I think it's going to be today? We can possibly actually have a bull trend day today because of the trap triggering here, and it really depends. But it just intuitively, I think it's hard to have another super strong bull day like we did yesterday, but it's completely possible that we have a bull day today. So I'm leaning between bull day or trading range, but since this trap triggered here, I really think, we can go up higher. Trap on the daily chart triggered right here, as you can see with the magenta box. But that doesn't mean that we won't go down at all, right? It doesn't mean that we won't go down a little bit, but because of that premise I have, that slight bias, I'm looking towards possibly signs of a reversal here to make a bull trend or just a trading range day today. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I could be completely wrong. By the way, don't copy my trades. I am a panda. Trade at your own risk. It's a flood of subscribers. Pandas, pandas, pandas. is the bottom of this trading range, but I don't know if it's going to hold because we're just making lower lows, struggling to get higher. 8 pushes down, as you can see. At a certain point, you know, the bulls are going to say mercy, and or the bears are going to give up because every push down, they're not even able to break down this trading range. So, but currently too choppy for me to trade anyways, right? Underneath this trend line. Man, the flood of subscribers, pandas, pandas, pandas. Right now, all I'm really looking at is this trading range. From this low to this low to this high. And this is the only trading range I'm currently tracking right now. And I think that we could trade within this trading range here. This could be a failed breakout. But, you know, what does this look like? It looks like a spike, kind of like a bull flag type thing right here. Which means measure move if it's successful. Market has opened. Sorry, I missed the market open. Market has opened, and as you can see, the bottom of the trading range indicator, it's just so accurate, so spot on. I didn't draw this, and it just automatically found this trading range. And with that Pikachu in the bottom of the trading range was enough to launch this up. And I'm thinking we're gonna come back at least at the top of the trading range here, but like I said, possible bull trend day today because it trap triggered on the daily, or we can have a trading range, and the market's gonna try to decide here. Dude, 300 likes. You know, sometimes like I don't know what's more exciting, a scalp or hitting that the like goal. The like goal when we hit it last time, that was insane. You guys are crazy. I think we had about like 250 concurrent, and we got 200 likes on the stream. You guys were ridiculous, and I know you guys can't do that again, because that was like just amazing coordinated effort. But I just don't think you guys can get that 300 likes today. It's an impossible goal. I just don't think you guys can do it. But hey, pandas can dream. I've been wanting to sip some whiskey anyways for a long time. I want to pop open my Eagle Rare. HCal says, yesterday had several measured moves that were notable. Subscribers. Is it the same subscribers subscribing again and again, or is it like some bots? It's filling my screen. This is getting crazy. I might have to turn this off because this is getting crazy. The subscriber goal. I've never turned it off before. I don't know how to do it. But as you can see, yeah, we're in this trading range. So even though we like thought this was gonna be a breakout, look how quickly it came back down to the bottom of the trading range. Missed it by 1 tick here. I still think we can come down here and test yesterday's close. Could be very possible because I have an eye on this trading range here, and this could just be a failed breakout on the top of the trading range. We can just come back way back down here. It's completely possible, but I would be wary. I wouldn't think that, you know, we break down here. If it breaks down, I'm going to look for a failed breakdown. So we saw the strong bull breakout, but failed because we came back down right here, as you can see. So that's a failed breakout right here. Just traveling within this trading range created by the trading range indicator. Alright, I think I'm going to have to stop this because this is getting out of control, pandas. What is going on? 1 second. I need to stop this alert here. Sorry, pandas. I don't know. I think someone is spamming the subscription. It sounds amazing because it sounds like I'm getting 1 million trillion subscribers, but they could just be bots or something. It's just ruining the experience of this stream, and I cannot let that happen, pandas. And so if a member does join, I actually will miss it unless it's in this chat. I'm gonna have to turn off that unsubscription alert. Sorry, pandas. I'm still learning. I started this stream about a month and a half ago, almost 2 months now. I started, and yeah, as we wait for a setup, I'm gonna go over some of the chats here. IMO says, "Dang, dude, 13.5K. Congratulations to the moon." I don't know if his voice really sounds like that, but I am. Oh man, that sound is still going through. Sorry, pandas. I don't know what's going on. How do I turn that off? I am such a noob here. Sorry, pandas. I thought I turned that sound off, but it's still going on. Oh, wait, that was actual panda. See, this is the reason why I didn't want to turn off the alert box. Hey, Aiden, thanks for becoming a panda. This is crazy. This is so many subs. I can't handle this. And it keeps making the noise. I'm sorry. This is like this is such a failed stream right now. So many subs. I don't know what's happening. I gotta turn this. The sound is too much. I never thought I would not like to get so many subs. I thought the sound would turn off. But I can't get the sound to turn off. All right, pandas. What do we have here? But by the way, hey Aiden, hey pandas, give a warm welcome to Aiden. Aiden, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Thanks for becoming a panda. Thanks for supporting the stream. Hey, enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it will develop over time. As you can see, you're on your first pullback here, and if you look at the other members who've been here longer than a month, you can see that their first entry has triggered. But pandas, thanks for becoming a panda, Aiden. Welcome to the fam. Enjoy your emoticons. Enjoy priority responding to your questions and answers. Panda, sorry, I don't see much going on right now. It's just the price action is not what I'm liking. Too many dojis, too many wicks. Failed breakout. Again, bouncing off the bottom of the trading range. But for me, because of the failed breakout, that scares me. That makes me think we might go lower. I don't like failed breakouts and trying to go towards the failed breakout. Plus a doji bar. It is a second entry, actually a double bottom second entry on the bottom of this trading range. But notice we came up here, we hit it, and we're not coming back down, thinking we could push down further. So I'm still wary of that. Wary. I don't see an H4 setting up on the 10K chart. Our charts must look different, but look at the 10K chart. This is why I can't trade right now, because look how choppy it is. Let's check out the 5 minute. 5 minute just in this trading range as well. See, with this long wick like this, you typically don't want to go into it because it looks like a failed breakout to me on the 5 minute. D-Max Junkie says, I lost 2 million last month. Hey man, sorry bro. That sucks. Tanner Neal says, let's go baby. Good morning, Megan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Welcome back. Pandas love trading chop. I'm just sitting on my hands. I just do not know what's happening here. I mean, it looks like a trading range, clear trading range to me, but it's a little scary because of all the wicks and all these dojis. And this failed breakout's what's scaring me the most to go long here. Otherwise, I would feel pretty confident to go long right here. but it's just this failed breakout. It's making me scared. The main reason is because we're bouncing off so many times on the bottom of this trading range. Could be a trading range like this as well on the bottom half of this trading range. If I were to draw it out, it would look something like this. And we'll have a failed breakout, failed breakdown, failed breakout, failed breakout here. These are all failed breakdowns as well, all these wicks. Currently sitting on my hands. A little too choppy for me. Good morning, pandas. Good morning. By the way, the $100 winner I had was actually I took this long right here and I just scalped out. But I mean, even with I had a 4-point stop, so even with this 4-point stop, I would be okay. But I was able to scalp out right there pretty well. But the moment I scalped out, it reversed and it kind of scared me. But I was able to scalp out right there. What's going on, pandas? I'm just seeing this chop here in this blue box. And I don't like to go long right into the top of any trading range. Even though we are bouncing off the bottom of this trading range, when we're at the top, you do not want to go long. Look at how many traps there have been. 1, 2. Like, this is a perfect. I'm going to count this as trap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 traps triggered within the last hour or so. Finally, this makes a point. Actually, it hasn't even made a point yet. Still Trap City, as you can see with the magenta box. Now it's gone. The super signal showed the trap, but then the moment it made a scalp, the trap disappeared because it's no longer a trap. This is so choppy. It's very hard to trade. Actually, it's very easy to trade. The trade that we do is no trade at all. Easiest type of trade ever. Brian Davila, chop suey, exactly what it is. Chris Zolko says, during a time like this, I just draw a measure move above and below based on a TR breakout. So there's two ways to do measure moves on the trading ranges. You can either do a measure move of the entire trading range, which would be like this. And you just double it up like this, and so your measure move will be up there, or you can go below and your target will be pretty much yesterday's close, in my opinion. And so he's saying that if you draw this trend line here or this measure move, it'll either be up here, down here, or you can think this is some sort of flag and you can do a measure move like this and go to the lowest point and think that if we have a continuation here, this is our target here. So a couple measure moves you can do with this. All valid actually. But right now, because of the trading range, I'm just waiting for this trading range to resolve itself. It's just too tight, right? The trading range is about 3 points, and it's just too tight for me to make a scalp within this small teeny blue box here, this narrow blue box. There we go. We're breaking down, but I'm thinking we're testing yesterday's low. Sorry, yesterday's close, which is this dashed line here. By the way, if you want to have yesterday's OHLC as an open, high, low, close, you can go to NinjaTrader, and it's a native. It's native. There's a native indicator called prior OHLC. I only turn on the high, close, and low. So that's what this blue dash line is, this red line. So this blue dash is yesterday's high, this is yesterday's close, and then you have yesterday's low, which is way down here. Well, that's yesterday's low. Typical for bull trend day to have a really far away low. So I'm thinking yesterday's close will be the first target here. And that's what I thought will happen. And from here, we can have a reversal. But we'll see. In fact, we can even come back to the bottom of this trading range. If we have a trading range today, this is the trading range I'm looking at. From these lows to these highs, this is the trading range I'm looking at. If we have a trading range day today, if we have a bull trend day today, then I think it'll be apparent once we break clearly above this, these highs. Then it'll be apparent, and we'll have multiple, the price action will give us clues, and that's going to happen. Right? We're going to have strong bull bars ending near their high. We're going to have consecutive bull bars ending their high. We're going to have very small pullbacks, bear pullbacks, and with all of that, all those hints, hopefully we can see those hints, and that'll give us clues that a bull trend is starting to form and actually be successful. So we're going to use price action to our advantage to give us those little clues and hints, right? The devil's in the details here. So that's what I'm looking for a bull trend day today if we do get it. But if we don't get that, then if we get a bull trend day today but we don't get any of those signs, then it's going to be very hard to predict, the bull trend day. It's just not going to happen. You can't predict something, there's no signs for it. And so that's why we're going to try and look at the price action, read the price action as best as possible. We're still choppy here, and even though we broke this down on this trading range, I don't, it can come right back into the trading range. I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm just sitting on my hands. Karthik asks, could be that price is bouncing off the top of the range of the day chart and trying to decide if it goes back into the range or up on above. Wait, it is coming? The move, okay. So he's looking at the daily, and there is this very clear trading range on the daily. And typically what happens is after we break out, we typically come back in, right? Market loves to continue what it's doing. And so if it's in a trading range, the market is it's more likely that that inertia will happen, right? It'll be most likely that the market will continue to do what it's doing. And so even though we're seeing these breakouts happen here, right? These strong bull bars, when we look to the left of the chart, we see that we're in a trading range. And so that can inform us to tell us maybe this won't go that high after all, right? We could just be at the top of the trading range, we might come back down. And so, that term, the trend is your friend. That's true on trending days. But on trading range day, the trend is your fiend, right? It's your enemy. Because you're thinking you're going to trend, and so you go with the trend, but you don't realize you're at the top of a trading range and it reverses on you. And so you get burned. And so that's why most traders get burned, right? Because most of us think, okay, we trade with the trend, but actually what happens in trading range days, you want to do the exact opposite. You want to fade the breakouts. You want to fade the trend. But you don't want to do it willy-nilly. There's also clues and signs to help us to see that if it's a trading range or not. All right, we're coming back down to yesterday's close. So that's why I didn't want to go long right there. Right, this blue box. I drew this blue box, I think, over here. Right, I had this blue box here. I kept extending it, and then when it started to hit it, tested. Okay, we hit yesterday's close. But look at how strong these bear bars are. You got to be careful here to go long, right? We're not going to enter the first reversal here. At least I won't. Yeah, Jonas says trapping both ways. Within this, the thing about trading ranges, you get a lot of traps. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 traps within an hour. That's how you know you're in Chop City. Right? It means that there was not enough room for even 1 point, right, beyond the previous candle's extreme to the market couldn't even go 1 point. That's how choppy it was. Chris Oko says Brooks does this all the time in his trading room. I actually never tried Brooks's trading room. I actually would like to do that. I'm sure it's worth it if I were to do it, but I would only consider if I were going to trade full time. Since I'm trading part time, I'm just First person trader. Hey, I trade the 2000 tick chart. So the main chart I like to look at is 2000 tick. Also the 10,000 tick chart. And on 10,000 tick chart, we're approaching the bottom of this trading range here. It's the same range on the 2000 tick chart. Also the 5-minute chart. Ooh, strong bear bar, pandas. So when you see strong bear bar like that, let me mark up this. We have a spiking channel. When you see strong bear bars like that, you expect follow through on the 5 minute. And that's exactly what we got. Follow through. Strong follow through, but we're approaching the bottom of this. So on the 5 minute, if you see strong bear bars like this, I'm quick to change any premise as price action develops. But I still have my bias that we're in a trading range day today. So even with strong bear bars like this, I'm looking for a bounce off the bottom of this trading range. But the thing is, when we look for a bounce, we do not enter on the first, second entry. We're not going to enter on the first bounce. We're going to find first, right? Pandas, what do we look for? We look for break of trend, right? We want to stack all the as much odds in our favor. Increase our edge. So we want first break of trend, then a retest of lows, and then hopefully we can get a higher low setup or even a trap setup here. And these, if we can get a trap setup, especially around the 20 EMA, above the 20 EMA, that's the best probable setup that we can find. So we want to find an entry here like this. And pandas, if we don't get this setup, then that's it. Then we don't get it. It was never meant to be. But this is what I'm looking for towards the bottom of this trading range, which I think we're going to be in. So this is what I'm looking for with the price action. I want the price action to look like this. So basically, I'm looking for a major trend reversal. Hey pandas, let me know what are the 3 things that we look for in a major trend reversal. If you're a panda, especially on a trading range day. But if we're in a strong trend day, then major trend reversals typically they can maybe help you recognize maybe like a possible trading range starting to form. But typically they do not reverse if it's a strong trend day. But pandas, hey, let me know the 3 things you look for in a major trend reversal. There we go, pandas. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go. Shansu says, we look for the bamboo. That's what we're getting here. We're getting bamboo. Forget bread. It's all about that bamboo. Multiple bear bars in a row. But there are some, there's a couple pullbacks here, right? Every single one of these tails or wicks here are pullbacks within this, right? There are micro pullbacks, but they're pullbacks nevertheless. So we see even a strong bear trend, we're seeing pullbacks throughout. Even a bar ending near its high, on its high, that's not good for the bears. Giving us more signs that possibly we can actually reverse on this trading range here. But it's not close enough to my target and obviously didn't break trend yet. So it will be crazy just to go, it's crazy just to reverse and go into this long right here. Even though it could possibly make a point, which anything can make a point on the E-mini, right? Any setup can make a point. Like I can make a point right here. Just go short here, go long here, go long here, go long here, go long here. I can go long anywhere, and that could possibly make a point anywhere randomly. It can, obviously, but the idea is we want to find the best setup possible to find the highest probable trade. Currently, it's at a perfect scalp. Yeah, they didn't come back to the bottom of our trading range. I wanted to come back to the bottom because it typically acts as a magnet. It's sort of a vacuum. The reason why support resistance levels act as vacuums is because if you think about it, the market moves with the path of least resistance. And so, if there are a bunch of bulls and bears waiting bears to cover their position here and bulls to enter in, and if they're all kind of waiting down here, that means throughout this entire way down here, there's not going to be much resistance to go back up because they're all waiting at a certain spot. And so when you have all the bulls and bears waiting in one spot like that, typically acts as a vacuum because of the fact that the market moves the path of least resistance. But good job, pandas. Tommy the Cat got it right. Aspect Nation got it right. Shannon Sue got it right. Tanner Neal got it right. Hey, but he even added that trap. Yep, so we look for the higher low setup. The trap is actually the highest probable trade. DX says, the three parts of a major trend reversal is a major, a trend, and a reversal. that's like when you take a test and you don't know what the answer is and you just put the question back as the answer. Or someone like asking you, what does that mean? What's the definition of that word? And you just use the word to define the word itself. Say, what does specific mean? Well, specific means when you like specifically mean something. When you specifically mention something. Pandas. Speedy Boy said, I just made a point here. You're crazy. Obviously you're not crazy, but that to me was a very, like, I would not enter that trade just because, look, we have the strong trend line, still haven't broken it. But we have broken it yet, but look at the 20 EMA. And by the way, here's a little caveat. When we do break trend, we want to break clearly above the 20 EMA. Right? We want to have a gap between the low of a candle and the 20 EMA. We want to have that 20 EMA gap. And that gap will increase our chances that minor reversal was a true minor reversal. Otherwise, this could just be a pullback to create a channel, right? So it does help if the breakout trend is above the 20 EMA here. But some people, if they are aggressive, can consider this the breakout trend, right, of the minor channel or a micro channel here, right? This is a micro channel, breakout trend, new low, and then higher low setup. So some people can consider that to be breakout trend. Like I said, I'm not convinced that we're on a strong bear trend day today yet. I'm still not convinced. But the 5-minute is making me think we might be. Right, look at the 5-minute strong bear bars. The pullback is less than a point here. So we're seeing evidence that we could be in a strong bear trend day today. But I'm not convinced unless we break below this trading range. Right? I see, first off, a clear trading range, and that's my first premise. And once the trading, because typically what happens after strong bull trend, the reason why I think trading range and not bear trend is because typically after a strong bull trend, what happens is if we start to find loss of momentum, we enter into a trading range. Typically, it's more rare for a top, right? If we have an A top, that is the unlikely scenario, but the most probable scenario is actually trading range. We have strong momentum going up, and typically the market likes to go sideways a little bit to decide if they want to go up or down. And so that's why we find consolidation here. So that's why I'm thinking more trading range rather than a bear trend day today. So even though we see strong bear bars like this, I'm thinking trading range, right? Plus we have the price action right here to show us that we have a possible place of support. And even if it breaks down a little bit here, I'm still not convinced because we can have a failed breakout and obviously come back up and start to do some price action like this. So this is what I'm looking for when I'm trading here. In my opinion, that was a very difficult trade. I mean, you might have wanted to enter there because that was a pure two-legged pullback, right? A, B, C. And as you can see with the dark green number here, that was a second entry and a strong signal bar. So you had all those things for you, but in my opinion, that's a little risky, little risky. So pandas. Okay, so we made a new low right here, but that's not all my H. If an H4 setup happens at the bottom of this trading range, I'm entering it. We have a potential H4 here. Pandas, if we get an H4, I'm entering on the first reversal on this signal bar, or on this bottom of the trading range. Pandas, H4 setting up. On the 2K chart, possible H4. And us. If we get an H4 at the bottom of the trading range, I'm in. H4 has not yet triggered though. H4. Come on, H4. Come to Papa. I need this to reverse to trigger the H4. And I cannot have this go a point. It has to stay below the 75s. If it hits the 75s, the H4 disappears. Don't do it. Give me my H4. Give me my H4. Come on. Ooh, still potential H4 here. Come to Papa. It might happen, pandas. We might get an H4 setup here. H4 triggered, pandas. We got an H4 here. On the next reversal, it's going to be the H4. I would like this H4 to come to my key area, which is the bottom of this trading range. That will be prime. That would be the best thing to happen. It's a little too high for me. This is a really high H4 if it does trigger here. If it does trigger here, I'm going one scalp here. It's not ideal for me. I don't like the location because I have a key area here, but I'm going to go in one contract here. And actually, I'm going to scale in another contract if we come back down here, thinking with the H5. But I'm in one contract right now. And I'm going to scale in one time, and if the scale in fails, I'm going to just stop out. But this H4, the H4s in general are such high probable trades. I'm just in it on the H4. H4 just scalped perfectly, just touched it. Ooh, I want to skunk this. Okay, I skunked the H4 because it made the perfect scalp in reverse, so I'm out. I skunked that one contract, but you see the H4, how it immediately, okay, so I could have kept it, but I skunked it because I saw it bounce off and I did not like that price action, especially because we're still in a downtrend. So that's why I skunked that, but the H4s are such a high probable trade that I was willing to risk and even scale in right there because of how probable the H4s are. And the H4 was able to get a point. That's how nice H4s are. If you want to know what H4 is, you can check out the description below. There's a frequently asked questions. If you're wondering, why is this panda talking about H4s, L4s? Speedy boy, congrats. Congrats. Let's go, baby. A little risky in my opinion, though, the two-legged pullbacks you took, but hey, congrats if you made it. As long as you're making money, that's all I really care about, but in my opinion, risky trades to have taken those. But H4, that's unfortunately, you're right, because of this downtrend, I saw it bounce off right there. I was not willing to hold it, and I was thinking it might reverse here, and after the H4 setup, there's no guarantee, right? The H4 setup is in a setup of itself. The reason why I say that is because I did an automated strategy which traded every single H4 with a good signal bar, regardless of context. If you look at my channel, you can see that that video. But I made an automated strategy that took every single H4, regardless of context, and it came out net positive on this contract, like on this expiration. So I traded for like 2.5 months straight up. I didn't even count how many trades it took, but it took every single H4 or L4 setup with a good signal bar. And it didn't even account context at all. And it came out green. So for me, that's why the H4 setup, because I'm able to do that, right? If you're interested in automated trading, the deluxe edition of the two-legged pullback indicator. Hey, by the way, if you're joining the stream, if you just joined, and if you like what you're seeing here, hey, make sure you hit that like button, pandas. Hit that like button. That supports the stream. That motivates me to continue to stream every morning for free for you guys. By the way, but if you want to know about this indicator here, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Also, there is a free trial for those who are interested in trying out the indicator. So there's a free trial available. You can try risk-free, and if you like it, then you can purchase it. If you don't like it, then at least you tried it out, and if it wasn't for you, then it wasn't for you. But yeah, this indicator automatically is telling us every single second entry that's approaching, and gives us every single leg count. It's a two-legged pullback indicator essentially. But it's nice because you get things like this. You get to know when the H4 L4 setup happened, because you see with the 4 here, because it gives you every single leg count, you know when H4 and L4 is trigger. If it was just like a pure, two-legged pullback, indicator where it just doesn't even tell you the leg counts or anything, like for me, when I trade, I want to have all the information at my disposal right there and right here and right now. So for me, the way I like to have the indicator set up is to see every single leg count. Like I want to see the leg counts myself. Plus, I want to know, when a second entry happens, with the super signal is really good. But as things are forming, I like to know even before the super signal knows. But right now, the super signal is telling us this is a Pikachu. I'm not interested in this Pikachu because we're under the 20 EMA still, and I still think we have a target here that we need to hit. Right? I think we still want to come to the bottom of this trading range. It's a little awkward to be right here in the middle. In my opinion, it's a little awkward floating right here. To me, this looks like it's building up more momentum to go downwards, in my opinion. Mostly because we're struggling to go above the 20 EMA. And we're under yesterday's close, right, acting as resistance. That could be wrong here. This could give us a point, and so be it. But that's just what I was, thinking. So I'm trading based on that premise. Thinking we're trying to come back down here. If we start to reverse, obviously, then I know I'm going to forget about this. But right now, I don't think we've technically reversed yet. Right, we're still making lower highs from this high to this high, still lower. By the way, we have over 300 concurrent viewers today. Pandas, thanks for joining. Hey, by the way, Matt's by Trade. I believe he just had his kid. And congratulations to Trades by Matt. I mean, I don't know him personally. But I like to support anyone putting out content there to help the day trading community. I like to support anyone that does that. And so, congratulations to Trades by Matt. Give him a follow, subscribe to his channel. Hey, unfortunately, when you day trade, you kind of all do it at the same time. So, obviously, I would like you to join my stream. But hey, if you're not finding yourself in my stream, you can check out his stream. Of course, I would love if you joined. If you're joining us here, I would much appreciate that. Hey, let me go over some chat as this is getting choppy again here. I'm gonna go over some of the chat. Alan Brackett says, please hit that like button. Don't hit it, smash it, destroy it. Dope guy in Bravo says, hey Panda, how to have face like you? Well, first off, your parents need to be pandas, and they need to bear a child, and if you're that child, that's how you have this face. That's how pandas are typically made. If you're asking what program this is, it's called Animes. Aaron says, perfect pullback at the 20 EMA. You see that we're struggling to break above here, and this is why I'm thinking we're going to come down here still, but I'm not making any trades based off this. I'm just making a trade. If it does come back down here, I'm ready to, to trade off this level down here. But right now, because I do not know what's going to happen, I just think something's going to happen. I'm not making any trades here at this moment. Too congested, right? Too sideways for me. Not really enough room to make any trades, in my opinion. Element asks, what's an H4? Check out the frequently asked questions in the description below. Let's go over the chats. Pandas. JT Carpenter says, I watched the FAQ and still don't quite understand the H4. Can you go over this one? Belize Alt says, what the trade right now? Can you make it simple, buddy? What's the trade right now? Do not copy my trades. If you're thinking, you're going to come here just to copy Panda's trade. First off, the stream is delayed by 20 seconds. So you're not even get the real-time data. And second of all, it's dumb to follow a panda. If you saw a panda eat bamboo, will you copy that panda? Right? Will you start eating bamboo next to it? No, you do not copy pandas because you do not do that in real life. Don't do that on the stream. Alan Brackett says, can you do a free trial of the range indicator? I'm considering the free trial of the range indicator. I'll set that up soon. I think that's a good idea. I think people want to at least try it. Lito says, if everyone pressed that like button, we can get Yo, Pandas, you are scaring me. You guys at 171, and we still have about 30 more minutes on the stream, more than 30 minutes on the stream. It's today the day we're gonna hit that 300 like. Like I said, Pandas, that's why I didn't want to go long right there. Even though it does make a point, I was scared that this was gonna happen. I think we're gonna hit our target here at the bottom of this trading range. It looks like it's gonna happen. But 171 likes. Oh, my stomach is growling. Bear a child. Pun unintended that time. How can we know this is a real account you are trading with? Alexandre Conte asks. If you do look in the previous stream, there is a video where I reveal my statements. This is all real money. I would not be wasting your time trading fake money. Farhan says, what strategy are you in? I'm not sure what that means. I'm guessing you think automated strategy. I'm not running an automated strategy right now. I think manual trading is still way better than any automated strategy that we've developed at two-legged pullback yet. So the thing is, like, once you like Pandas, you're at 188 likes, you guys are scaring me, but I know you guys cannot do 300. I know it's gonna be impossible, so I know I'm getting scared. This is like when you feel like your trade is about to get stopped out, but you hold on to your trade because you know it's not going to get stopped out and you know the setup is good. That's the kind of fear I'm feeling right now as you guys are approaching, closer to 200. But I know you guys can't reach 300. Kevin Fiddle says, housing sales and consumer confidence were bad this morning. Did not affect the market. Yeah, I mean, news is important. I think news is good. A lot of people trade news, but for me, news just really, I think, doesn't tell me what way the market's going to go. I think for me, it kind of maybe just explains, why there's no volatility. I think for me, it's just volatility at that point. In my mind, I just trade a price action. But if there's news, I think the best thing that just really helps me is that, okay, maybe I should not be in a trade right now because the volatility can be like crazy. Or, man, it's so choppy, what's going on? And you realize there's an announcement, at 2 o'clock and there's people just waiting for the announcement to happen. But other than that, news doesn't really help me when I trade. $199 likes, Pandas, during stream. Oh, you guys are scaring me. But again, I know you guys cannot reach that 300. It's going to be impossible. Kern says, YouTube kicked out all the critical COVID channels, so you're in the first line now. 4Friends has been kicked out, not mainstream news. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Kern. I'm not sure what you're trying to say here. But yeah, COVID, for me, it's like, I'm like 50-50 on COVID. I mean, I wear masks. I respect everyone. And, actually, I think the restrictions are loosening everywhere. I believe you can go into, because of, like, for me, the most important thing was as long as my parents or, the people that I really, know, close to all are vaccinated, especially the older people. For me, as long as they're vaccinated, that's when I feel like much safer, and I think that's what, in my opinion, what kind of makes me feel safe. But in general, just like COVID and things like that, it's just hard to trust anything. Good news, like fake news, whatever, or real news, doesn't matter. It's hard to trust anything because of just how many agendas, how many biases and agendas there are behind everyone's, narrative. It's just too hard to tell what to believe. And so, for me, I just like to know, like my parents are safe, and my parents' friends are safe, and people at my church are safe. That's what's most important for me. 210 likes, pandas. You guys are ridiculous. 90 more likes, and I'm gonna open up a bottle of Eagle Rare. I believe someone earlier in the chat says Eagle Rare is hard to find, and it is absolutely true. It is very difficult to find, and so it will be just a nice way to celebrate this 300 like goal being reached during stream. I'm gonna celebrate with some nice Eagle Rare here. By the way, it's complete chop, so I'm not trading this, just watching. So it's at least nice to have a. I was able to scalp out one trade here, right here, on this good signal bar at the bottom of trading range, and I was able to barely scalp out, but I was able to scalp out right there. So that's why I have $100 right now. That was my $100 trade. I know I should put a mask on this panda, huh? Oh, Jimmy says AM whiskey keeps COVID away. I hope. I wish. 216. Woo! The funny thing is we have 300 some concurrent viewers, and to get 300 likes with 300, like right now I'm seeing 315 concurrent viewers. If we get 300 likes with 310 concurrent viewers, that means this community is seriously, wow. This community is just a banging community. It's a banger, right? This community is just slaps. But 218 likes. We're almost there. We're not even there yet. We're not. What am I talking? We're not even close. We're not even close. Hey, but at least it's something fun to do while we wait for this chop, because this is looking pretty terrible. Like I said, I think we're still gonna hit the bottom of this trading range, in my opinion. Consolidation here. Consolidation here. Are we gonna come back up here? The thing is, the more sideways this goes, the more chance it's just 50-50. And so typically, you go downtrend, consolidation, you think continuation downtrend. But notice, right, the 20 EMA is still acting as kind of like a resistance here. And so I'm keeping that account. Look at big wicks above, increasing the chances this will go down. I'm not saying it will go down, but increases the chances of it going down. Right? These are all failed breakouts, essentially. Right? And the bulls are trying to break out, but they're all failing to break out, creating these large wicks on the top of this trading range, created by, again, the trading range indicator, perfectly showing us this trading range. And notice the trading range indicator started with these 3 bars. Oh yeah, by the way, let me go over what H4 is, since we have an H4 on screen here. Someone did ask. H4 is this. H4 is basically 2 two-legged pullbacks in a row. Here's the first two-legged pullback, A, B, C. And here's another two-legged pullback, A, B, C. So we have 2 two-legged pullbacks in a row. And after the second pullback completes, on the next reversal, on the second entry right here, we like to enter in. But the main stipulation is that you need to have a trap on that second pullback, on the second two-legged pullback. And so when we see a magenta 4, a 4 with a magenta box around it, that means on the next reversal, it will be an H4 setup. And that's the same with going short. So when you see a red H4 above it, when you have 4 pushes down, that is a bullish, right? That's a bullish setup. We want to go reversal. On the next reversal after 4 pushes down, right? Essentially, we have 4 pushes down in a row, right? 2 two-legged pullbacks in a row. And on the next reversal, we want to enter in. And that's it's just a good setup. And I mean, I'll just say it's because people love two-legged pullbacks. And when there's 2 of them, 2 two-legged pullbacks in a row, then it's just more reason to enter in. And so that's what an H4 is, L4 setups. But context still matters, right? We want to enter in key areas. And the reason why I skunked that trade, like I had a trade here, and I could have scalped out, but when I saw this spike up to the perfect scalp, it started to reverse. I had bamboo hands, and I skunked my trade because I didn't get filled on that perfect scalp. But I saw this trend line, and I saw it bounce off the trend line. I was like, okay, have plenty of reason to keep going down. And for me, I'd rather skunk this trade and re-enter again down here with a better setup. So that's why I was okay with skunking. I'm like, okay, I'll skunk this because I think better setup will happen down here. So why hold this trade? I'd rather just skunk it, or why hold this trade and potentially lose here when I could just re-enter down here where I think it's gonna go, sooner or later, which I think is still gonna go, So this is my reasoning why I skunked that trade. And I was really okay skunking it because I'm just looking for the next setup. I'd rather skunk the trade and make $0 instead of lose, $400 in my trade, and just wait for the next setup. 230 likes, 70 away. Do we have enough juice in our concurrent viewers? See, the thing is, the more I think the big reason why I might be getting more concurrent viewers is because Trades by Matt, he just had a baby, and I think he's gonna be on leave for 2 weeks. And so for 2 weeks, I might hopefully be getting more viewers. Hopefully some of his viewers can, are still looking for some live day trading, so they'll join the stream. But not that I want to cannibalize his viewers. I don't really care, right? I think I have my own awesome community here. I don't need any of Trade by Matt's viewers to join my stream. I really just love this community here, and I could care less. But hey, if you want to join my community, I'm not going to stop you. The AM Whiskey, 234 likes. This counter is getting crazy. By the way, I'm ending the stream at 10:45, and so you do have a time limit here. Kern says EMA is still flat. That's right, EMA is flat. We're just finding chop here. Trading range indicator just perfectly identifying this trading range at the moment. It's amazing. Sometimes I get surprised when I see the trading range indicator just mark the trading ranges so perfectly, because I created this trading range indicator purely based on like just price action rules, right? I said, okay, if there's 3 bars stacked in a row, look for a trading range, right? We got 3 bars stacked in a row, and whenever there's, whatever level has the most touches, then mark the trading range. Mark the trading range, the upper and lower limit on those levels. And that's just exactly what it does. It just uses pure price action. If you want to know, how, there's more information if you look at the official website, www.twoleggedpullback.com. If you look at the tutorial section, there's one video tutorial on the trading range indicator showing you how it identifies these trading ranges. And it might be good for you because, if you know how it does, if you know how it does automatically, maybe you can do it manually before you want to purchase. I think it's just good to know how to manually do it, because if you don't know how to manually do it, then the trading range indicator is just a tool, right? Just like the two-legged pullback indicator, it's just a tool. And you first should learn how to do it manually so you can verify if whatever is automatically being created is, if it's true. You can confirm if it's good or not. John Podgorniak asks, what religion are you? I am a Christian. That's why I like to always, say God bless, because I really do think you need incredible blessings if you're going to be day trading. You need God's mercy, as much mercy and blessings as possible when you day trade, because it's so hard. Frontier said he got a two-legged pullback on a downtrend. Let's go, baby. He got this two-legged pullback here. This little teeny weeny two-legged pullback. Able to just scalp a point right there. But to me, this too congested. Very difficult. But hey, congrats. If you're just joining the stream, if you look at the top right of your screen, we do have a like challenge. This is why the chat is going crazy at the moment and encouraging members to hit that like button. Kern says 3 whiskeys, you don't even know what COVID is anymore. That's how you get rid of COVID. Just drink enough whiskey until you just forget everything. But yeah, I am Christian, and that's a big reason why I like to do this for free. I just think, helping others is part of what it is to be a Christian, and Yeah, and I do enjoy it, right? I enjoy being with the community here. You know, I get a lot out of this as well. It's not like me here just helping you guys. It's honestly a community, and personally, I think communities. You can call you can call me religious, but I think community stands on the ground of Christianity, of religion, in my opinion. There's a lot about if you actually think about God, and the Christian God. For those who know, the Christian God is a Trinitarian God, and that means that there are three persons but one God, and it's a mystery how that's possible, and it's something beyond my comprehension, but that's clearly given to us in Scripture that we have three persons and one God. And so that means God is in himself, in his nature, a community, right? And so that's why as humans, I believe we reflect God's image, and so we love to be part of community. It's part of our nature. And that's just a little, maybe a little philosophical for many of us, but for me, that's why I think, why we love, and I love community so much, because I think we're just reflecting, what we call the imago Dei, the image of God. You can have differing opinions. To me, of course, that is your, freedom, but that's just what I think and what I believe to be true. 245 likes, pandas. Let's go, baby. We're almost there. And what a perfect timing, right? In all this chop, there's like almost nothing to trade here. But hey, pandas, the nice thing is, we know when not to trade. And that's what's important, right, pandas? We know when not to trade. We know not to trade in this chop. And that's a big part of trading, when not to trade. Someone asked, what Eagle Rare am I drinking? I'm just drinking the regular Eagle Rare. Kern says, the first thing I do is like your channel. Hey, thanks, Kern. I do appreciate it. I know you're not a panda, but hey, man, hitting that like button helps the stream a lot. The reason why is because when you hit that like button, it lets the YouTube algorithm know, hey, this stream, it's busting. And so, so if you want to help out the stream, you can hit that like button because it's going to let others know. If YouTube thinks it's good, then it's going to let others know, and it's going to put in their suggestions or recommendations list. And especially for those who are interested in day trading, those who are interested in price action trading. And I think it's just, it's nice if they can know that this information is out there, right? Sometimes people who are really interested in day trading, just they don't know anything about it, they want to start, and they don't know something like this exists, right? Right in the prime time of trading, right? In the morning session, this resource and this amazing community is available, but they don't know it. And so you hitting that like button not only helps the stream, but helps anyone who is actually interested in day trading. And so, you hitting that like button not only helps this stream, but helps everyone out there that can have the potential to hear or see this. Falcon says, how would you trade a range? The reason why I'm not making any trades in this range is because it's too tight. If the range was wider, then I would consider it, but this is way too tight for me to trade. Barely enough. It's about 3 or 4 points, right? About 3.25 points large. And so by the time we can scalp, right, because we enter with stop loss orders, or stop entry orders, there's barely enough room to make a scalp on top of the trading range, or bottom of the trading range. Pandas, we have 15 minutes left, and we have 40 more likes to hit. Can we do it, pandas? Is it possible? Can we reach that goal? Yeah, we're straight vibing right now. We're just chilling. We're just enjoying this chop together. And see, that's why it's, like, community is amazing. Because think about it. If the community is not here, what we're doing, we're just staring. I'm just staring. I'm just staring at these bars. Staring at this chart. Staring forever. Just looking at this. Doing nothing. But with the community, we can talk about this. We can talk about dumb things. We can look at, hey, I think we're still in this chop. I think we're about to break out. I think, we can make decisions. We can actually have someone to talk to. We can have feedback. And that's, like, one of the benefits of having this, amazing community here. Like, this would be torture for me if I was just by myself looking at this. But how much more enjoyable is it just to have this community up here with us, and we can enjoy the stream together, enjoy this trading together, especially at slow times like this. Douglas Hill says, God is a community in the Holy Trinity. Love it. Amen, amen. Get Your Bone says, we currently don't seem to be able to close on the high side above. Mystic Ty says, everyone make a new account so we can get more likes for that whiskey. Let's go, baby. No, don't do that. That's a waste. I want this to be genuine. I want this to be organic. Jonas says, make a pop-up asking people to like the stream. I might do that. And the thing is, like, as you guys like this stream, and you know, whatever you guys donate, I reinvest it into the stream, right? I'm gonna have like little, like right now when you look at my stream, my production value, you can tell like I made this overlay in the garage. It's so bad. Like I just have text everywhere. It just looks so disgusting. But as you guys are, you know, giving donations, things like that, I'm just putting that right back in the stream. You know, I'm thinking about, you know, hiring, you know, someone from Fiverr or someone to create a nice overlay for me. But I can't do that. Just, you know, I'm going to do that with whatever donations come in and whatever money comes in the stream. I'm going to use it for that. So, but right now, my overlays, I understand it's dirty. It looks dumb. It's mostly informational. Uli Turnbrad says, a panda walks into a bar and says, give me whiskey and cola. Why did they pause? Asked the bartender. The panda shrugs. I'm not sure. I was born with them. I guess I have no idea what that. Can someone explain this joke that Willie just said? I have no idea. Shannon Sue, just for my boyfriend to get him to log and like this video. Can anyone find more support in a community than that? Thank you, Shannon. That is amazing. Even though you're not a panda, I still believe you're one of us. Hey, pandas, guess we're approaching. We're getting closer and closer to my target here. But pandas, notice this. Measure move. Potential measure move. And so when you have, officially it's right here, technically. The measure move could be down here, right? When do we look for measure moves? We look for measure moves whenever there's consolidation. So when there's consolidation, we like to look for potential measure moves. So we have the high, the breakout here, and the high here, and then so the potential measure move is right here. So what I'm saying is, if this trend line might not hold, and I'm looking for basically some sort of trap to the upside, and I think that's the only way I would really want to go long here. Because look at the 20 EMA. Look at how much of a resistance it acted as. So for me, I'm looking for a trap upwards to go long. If I'm to go long here, I think that would be my best trade. I'm thinking very clearly. Yeah, man, look at that. This is down. This is very bearish, right? We made a trend line from here to here. Sorry, this is not right. It should be over here, right? And then as we approached it, we tried to break out. We failed 4 times in a row. So now we confirm this trend line. We've confirmed this channel. So this channel could be a very reliable channel. So pandas, I have 2 things conflicting here, right? We have this trading range, which I think could hold, right? I also think we have failed breakdown. Also see this channel here. Also see the measure move here. So we have like 3 or 4 things conflicting and opposing each other. So I'm gonna need some evidence that this downtrend is really done if I think this is a trading range. Right, I'm going to need this trend line to break in order for me to think this is actually trading range rather than a downtrend. I hope that makes sense, pandas. Big I got it, Willie. Good job, congrats. Hey, man. Who says that the only thing you get out of this stream are scalps? You also get amazing jokes like this. Big pause. I got you. I got it. Man, you guys are quick. I had no idea what he was talking about. 274 likes. We got 10 more minutes. Can we get 275 likes? Can we get it? Can we get it? Aaron says, been watching you for the past 5 months, and you've been really big help for getting me on the right track with trading. Happy to see your major growth recently. You deserve it. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for the encouragement. That is awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Ron says, do you stream all day? I do not. I'm going to gonna stop it at 10:45, which is exactly the time where we can 277 likes. Woo! All right, fans. I'm getting nervous. This is like seriously when your trade is about to get stopped out. Right? I put an impossible goal, right? I put an impossible stop out there, and now the market is starting to reverse and about to hit my stop loss. That feeling I'm getting right now, it's the same feeling. This feeling of stress. Getting that 300 likes, that's impossible. I don't think you guys can do it still. We only got about 9 more minutes here. Pandas, guess what? We got another H4 setting up here. Amazing. Another H4. But hey, man, 2 H4s in a row? I'm going to need some evidence here on this H4. As you can see, H4 just triggered. So we have a magenta 4, right? A 4 with a magenta box around it. That means there are 4 pushes down, means 2 two-legged pullbacks in a row. I can draw it manually for you, but I know it because of the trading range indicator, or the two-legged pullback indicator is already telling me that there's 2 two-legged pullbacks in a row. Right? It's easy as that with just a 4 here, you can know. And on that second pullback, on the second two-legged pullback is a trap. So this is where we typically look for a reversal. We are at the bottom of this trading range. Oh, but man, I don't like this one. I don't like the look of this one, Pandas. I don't like the look of this one. I don't like the look of this one, Pandas. $284 likes. We're so close. Mystic Ty says, bro, it's getting boring. Hey, man, I am having a blast. I am not bored. Hey, trading-wise, it looks boring, but, man, this community, this stream is a blast right now. Do a pull break high or low? Hey, chat, let me know in the chat. Give me a 1 if you think we're going to be in a break lower or if we're going to come back into the trading range. Give me a 2 if you think we're going to come back into the trading range. Give me a 1 if you think we're going to break down and have a bear trend day today. Or give me a 2 if you think we're going to come back up here into a trading range. Brandon Jones, I'm just visualizing bye-bye money staring at the charts in silence with occasional crunch of bamboo. I'm eating it like a carrot. It's a bamboo stick. Shine Turtle says, pandas ride together. Madison T says, seriously, I had such a difficult time paying attention in moments like this before coming here. Bill Jesso says, does anyone know where Souls went? You know what? I looked up his channel and it's gone. I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. He was posting some ridiculous videos though. Not that it matters, but I'm pretty sure he was trading sim. And I mean, again, it doesn't matter because the point of his stream is to show setups. And if he's trading 50 contracts, 100 contracts, it does not matter. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him. So like, I would say like maybe he blew his account and he closed his stream, his channel. But you know, I really think he was, you know, probably trading sim in my opinion. I could be wrong, but or maybe he just got tired of it. Who knows? H4 does trigger here with a higher low setup. But man, this measure move is scaring me. I think the main thing that's scaring me is this measure move and the fact that we came consolidation, coming back into the trading channel here. Most of you guys think it's going to, it's actually pretty 50-50, but I think a lot of you guys think it's going to keep going down. Poggers. Cheyenne says poggers. That's what we are. We're poggers, man. Man, you guys are killing it with the puns. AMZ says Souls went dark. Started Discord invite only. See, the thing is, it's like Souls. If the YouTube channel doesn't hurt him, Like, it doesn't hurt because he's not live streaming anything. And so if it's like, I understand if you're live streaming, you might want to just start going Discord and start, you know, charging for a service. But if you're like just showing videos of like yesterday's trades, then actually all those videos is just promotional for your Discord. So in my opinion, like, if he's gonna do a Discord, like, he should keep doing his YouTube, because it's just, oh my pandas, 293 likes. This is, you know, I put the 300 gold like thinking it's an impossible challenge. There's no way that you guys will get it. Daniel says H4, but like I said, I'm gonna skip this H4. I'm just not feeling it. I just do not like the look of this H4 here. But if you're in that H4, thoughts and prayers to you. We got 4 more minutes for 6 more likes, pandas. Is it possible? At 10:45, I will be ending this stream, and all that effort will go to waste. Oh man, I should have said anything. Oh, 299. I'm just staring. I'm staring at the likes more than I'm staring at the charts at the moment. 302 likes, pandas. You guys are ridiculous. Whoo! Let's go, baby. All right, pandas. Hey, you deserve it. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. All right, pandas. You guys are ridiculous. Hey, be right back. Be right back. I did not think I need to do this, but now I gotta get it. All right, pandas. Panda, 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 panda. Cracking open this brand new bottle of Eagle Rare. Ripping the cover off. Can you hear that? I have to give you as much ASMR action here because obviously you guys are not gonna be able to see this. First time opening this lid. You gotta give the cork a nice smell. Gotta give the bottle a nice smell in that first open. Is there any sweeter smell? It's so sweet when it touches the lips. Is there any sweeter smell? Alright, pandas, this one's for you. Sorry if I just exploded your eardrums. Pandas, cheers. Thanks for the 300 likes. You guys are amazing. The best community anyone can ask for. And we just made it 10:44. This one's for you. Cheers. First sip. What you need to do, gotta coat the mouth. The second sip is where it's at. Here it goes, pandas. Just embracing this moment. That was amazing. Pandas, cheers to you. Cheers. Hey, cheers for an amazing community. Cheers for that H4 actually being successful for anyone entering the H4. Cheers for identifying this trading range here. now for me, convincing me more and more that we're in a trading range day. Cheers for your amazing support. Cheers to everyone who didn't think it was possible, but we were able to do it. 300 like goal. I didn't even think it was possible. But Pandas, you proved to me again how ridiculous you guys are. So I do appreciate it. You guys made this incredible boring chop just so enjoyable, and I love the community for it. Do appreciate all you guys. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. The first sip broke the yeah, I know. The cup just basically breaks here. This is one more for you guys. Alright, that's it for today, Pandas. Hey, I only had one trade pre-stream because all this chop was too hard to find a good setup. But, Pandas, nevertheless, what an awesome stream. What an awesome time today. Hey, guys. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let me know what you thought about the stream. Let me know in the chat. Give me emoticons. Let's go. Hey, you know what, Pandas? This one's for you. This one's for you, Pandas. Let's go, baby. Hey, today we get the crown. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Pandas, trade safe today. You know, make sure you stick to the rules. And if you're finding yourself breaking your own rules, take a break. Don't trade anymore. Restore your mental capital. And as always, happy trading. God bless, God bless, God bless. The whiskey was Eagle Rare, Eagle Rare. I'll see everyone tomorrow. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Thanks, guys, for joining. I'll see you guys tomorrow. What a way to end the stream.